Hey guys, Anboni here, and today I have a special video for you guys. Let's jump into the game. We're gonna be playing against a turbo cleave as Destro Shadowplay, and I'm gonna show you what you can do to survive double melee. Now first things first, lesson number one. When you're up against double melee as a Shadow Priest with another ranged class, like let's say Shadowplay, like with a Warlock, or if you're playing with a Boomkin or an Elemental Shaman or any other ranged thing. This might apply to melee as well, but I haven't played a lot of melee Shadow Priest. So whenever you're playing something like that, you never ever want to stay next to a pillar because you just won't do anything. You won't achieve anything for yourself. The only thing that you're going to do is just make it easier for the enemy melee to line of sight you if they decide to line of sight you, because there's no way you're going to kite them ever. So the game starts here, and what I like to do is just pick the most open spot possible. On this map, on Blackrook Hold, it's right here on this side of the map because the other side has that little wall thing. So I just like to stay right here in the middle. I start casting my Mind Flame to get my Tentacle, and obviously they're gonna go for me. They're gonna pump everything, try to one-shot me. That's what Turbo does. But it doesn't matter because we have a lot of defensives to go through. So I pop my Tentacle and I start VTing everything. I get kicked, but it's not a big deal. My Shaman does get... I'm gonna pause a lot, by the way, in this game. I'm really sorry, but there's a lot to talk about. So my Shaman does get feared there. I'm not sure if he trinkets or if it just broke from... Maybe Warrior hit him. I don't know what happened. But the fear breaks. But they don't care. They want blood. So they go on me. They pop everything they have. I get Storm Bolted. My Shaman gets incapped. It's gonna follow up with a leg sweep, of course. And there's no way I'm not dispersing now, okay? There's no way I'm surviving without dispersing this go. I could like trinket and life swap, and even then I would die. So there's no way of me not dispersing. However, I want to say one more thing before I play this game again. So I have an add-on here called Omnibar, and Omnibar allows me to track enemy cooldowns. And against Enhancement Shaman and Warrior, against Turbo Cleave, I like to track Doom Winds, which is this icon right here. I don't care about, well I care, but not that much about Bloodlust or Battle Cry or anything else. All I care about is Doom Winds. Doom Winds is the Enhancement Shaman artifact ability, which pretty much kills you. That's what kills you in Turbo. And it's a 1 minute cooldown, so they have it more often than you have Dispersion, but not by a lot. So usually I like to rotate my cooldowns like this. The first go I disperse. The second go I will either gate, usually I'll gate and Hellstone, then I disperse again, then I life swap or link, then I disperse again, and then I again link or life swap or gate again. And then I disperse again, and then I die because I have no more cooldowns and I'm dead. So if they can survive until all of those are gone, then power to them, they win the game. However, against Turbo, a lot of times I will have to overlap cooldowns. So dispersion might not be enough. It might be dispersion plus Hellstone if their CC chain is long enough. Or it might be dispersion and gate. You know what I mean? Like they can push the gas pedal and really punish me. And there's one last thing I want to mention before, because this is a pretty short game. My Warlock is playing what's it called, Fellfisher. So the fact that I'm sitting in the open and they're just training me is really good for us and really bad for them, because they're constantly taking 50% less healing, even though I'm not doing a lot of damage. So obviously right here my Shaman gets incapped, and I'm waiting for the leg sweep to disperse, and there's the leg sweep, and I just disperse. A little low on HP. I could have died actually here, but I had my Earthen Totem, and I thought I was okay. I had Earth Shield as well. Earth Shield went away now, but you know I had it in the beginning, I think. And I disperse, that's fine. Their go is over. Right now I go for a Mind Bomb and a Silence on the healer. And the Shaman trinkets my Mind Bomb, and I don't think that's a really good idea because like I don't really achieve much with my Mind Bomb. And they didn't exactly have the damage to kill anything here anyway. They just hit the Warlock for a little bit. So right now I'm just getting annihilated. They're just spamming damage, pumping damage into me, kicking every single cast. The monk goes in for a random incap on my healer just to have him waste more mana to try to catch up with the damage. As you can see, my damage is extremely low, but it's not really relevant at this point. My goal here is to stay in the open and let my Warlock free cast. As you can see, I'm sitting right on the portal because when the next Doom Winds happens, I want to on the gateway because I want to gate out of there. I won't have Dispersion, but I will have gate, life swap, Hellstone, so all of those. So again, I'm just sitting in the open, doing as much damage as I can. It's not a lot of damage because the monk is dispelling and I'm getting kicked a lot, but it's enough to do some sort of damage as long as they sit in Fellfisher. And as you can see, my Warlock is free casting, he doesn't care. Okay, now right there, I went for a Mind Bomb. Okay, I want to talk about that for a little second. So Doomwinds came back off cooldown, okay? And I saw the monk pushing in. So that means obviously they want to pop Doomwinds and one-shot me. So I saw the monk pushing in and Doomwinds off cooldown, so I'm gonna Mind Bomb the Shaman and I'm gonna silence the monk. And since the Shaman doesn't have a trinket, he's gonna get, boom, full Mind Bombed. He can't get dispelled. And he didn't get to press Doomwinds. You know, luckily for him, he just pressed Bloodlust, but it's still a decent cooldown. I'm willing to trade. So I got double Mind Bomb and I'm gonna dispel both the Bloodlusts on both of them. And now they pop Doomwinds and they don't have Bloodlust, but Bloodlust is not that big of a deal. Doomwinds is what kills you again. And I see my Shaman gets put into a leg sweep, and this is danger. This is panic mode. So I have to do something here. So I'm going to shield, I'm gonna Hellstone, and I'm gating away. Now my gate was a little late. Again, like I'm not playing exactly perfect, but it was pretty good. As soon as I gate back to my Shaman, you know, I wait for them to connect, they connect, and I move back in the middle where I was before because I want my Warlock to free cast. I don't want to line anything, I don't care about line of sighting. I just want to stay in the open and do as much damage as I possibly can and also allow my Warlock to do the most damage he can. Now right here, note that I do have Mind Bomb ready, but I don't have Silence and they don't have a lot of cooldowns to kill me. And also, even if I get them double stun, it wouldn't really do anything for me. So I'm gonna hold on to my Mind Bomb because I see the monk is going and we're just winning the game like this because they're sitting on me. Everything's going great. Now I have a silence, so I could go for a double bomb with a silence on the monk. Neither of them has a trinket, so I'm 100% okay for the next go. Also I have dispersion, so again I'm a-okay. So right here, Doomwinds is almost off cooldown. The monk is really so this is their last desperate go. I see the monk pushing in, obviously for CC on my Shaman, and they want to kill me. So as soon as I see the monk going in, I silence the monk, and I Mind Bomb the DPS. I get the double bomb. We also get a fear on the monk, but it's not a big deal. I mean, we weren't even on voice for this. The monk does get an incap. I get the Mind Bomb again on Bloodlust. He didn't pop Doomwinds again because he didn't have it. But, you know, I got double Mind Bomb with no Dispel. I should have Dispelled Bloodlust, but it's not a big deal because I know I have Dispersion anyway. I could have avoided dispersing, maybe, but not really because he got the leg sweep. The monk got the leg sweep on my Shaman. And they have Doomwinds, they pop everything, I instantly disperse. I think I pre-dispersed the Doomwinds there because it was extremely obvious they're gonna go for it. So now it's just the finishing touches. The monk is completely they have no more cooldowns left. So we just clean up and finish the game. So again guys, if you're fighting double melee as a Shadow Priest, don't try to kite, because you can't, it's impossible. The only thing you're gonna do, there's the damage breakdown if you care. Again, obviously I did not too much damage, but them sitting in Fellfisher and the Warlock free casting, it did add up in the end and the monk ended up going So, don't stay next to a pillar, stay in the open, let your other DPS and your healer free cast from max range so they don't get interrupted or anything. And that's how you win against double melee. If I were to stay next to a pillar, as I said before, it would only help them because then they could go in, pop all their cooldowns, you know, Bloodlust everything, get me really low, get me to force dispersion, and then whenever we have some sort of pressure, they just run around the pillar. I can't chase, obviously, because I'm a Shadow Priest. My Warlock can't really chase because he has to cast everything, so, you know, we don't have a legit slow. So what do we do? Okay, this way, if they're in the open, they could have still went for kind of small resets, like go around the room there, like over here, also go around the pillar, but the time it would take them to actually go around the whole map to get to the pillar, you know, we could do some nasty damage. I always had Mind Bomb ready for that, so if they want to pull back, I can Mind Bomb and silence the healer so they get stunned on the way. And then what do? Do they go back and take more damage, or do they go back on me and still take more damage? So that's it, just stay in the open and rotate your cooldowns. And that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. It was something a little different. So thumbs it up if you liked the video, thumbs it down if you didn't. Talk to me in the comment section below about what you want to see next. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace! Nailed it.